Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Jade and I do all kinds of different art type things with anime sprinkled into it. So if you like to watch diamond paintings or digital art or unboxing scroll boxes, etc., then subscribe to my channel. Onto this video, I'm drawing on my sketchbook. Now, there's quite a lot of videos on these sketchbooks, but just in case you don't know, ScrawlrBlanks have created a new line of merchandise where you can draw on a pencil case as well as a sketchbook. And I have the sketchbook and I've had this for a while actually now, and I'm about halfway through it, and I've been meaning to do this video, so I thought let's just get onto it. So I've been watching One Piece lately, and 5th Gear Luffy is amazing. And the day before this, I actually drew him, in the sky with the moon in the background. And I'll show it on the screen somewhere because I really like that drawing. So I decided, why not One Piece style? So first I was going to draw myself as Luffy, with the straw hat and stuff, but I just can't draw myself. I tried, I don't know what it is. I just don't like looking at myself. So I just, that one failed. But the plan goes on. So I decided that because I really liked the drawing that I did yesterday, why not recreate that on the front cover? But first I wanted to remember the watercolor paints that I got from the 2020 May scroll box, and another set of watercolors from another scroll box that I'll be posting soon, or already posted, I don't know, but it's the 95th, that I'll be posting it soon, is the 95th scroll box. So within this video I'll be using the scroll box supplies that I've got from past scroll boxes, because why not? And I also made, to make sure, so I have I needed to know, sorry, I had to remember like where each one was named, so I had their names next to the paints. I tried some layouts for this, but I'm pretty much knew where I was going. My only thought was the spine, really. Because I wanted to have like a collection of these 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff. I wanted to make sure that the spine was something that was the same for every one of them. So I wanted to know how that would be, and where I was placing that and stuff like that. And I was just trying to think of head and having some on the bookshelf. But I did a quick sketch of Luffy because let's just try and refresh my memory. Now on to actually drawing on top of the covers of this sketchbook. I was apprehensive. I was very apprehensive at first because I really didn't know what really didn't want to like just ruin it. So that is why I'm trying to like just draw loads of Luffy's right now and try and do something, because I was like, let's try not draw on the cover yet because we don't want to ruin it. But in the end I just jump right into it, I just get on with it. So I did start off with the front cover, making the moon nice and big, so Luffy in the center would look good. And I drew this nice and faintly so I wouldn't see it when I painted on top. I didn't need to add any like major details to Luffy because I'm gonna make him a silhouette, so the sky is going to be the main color or the only color, and then a little bit the moon. So I just can't wait. It's going to look gorgeous. At least the picture I did just, it was really good. So then when I was happy with the front cover, I went onto the back and started drawing Luffy waving, saying goodbye, like bye. I did the basic shapes of Luffy, of his face, and I am actually quite happy with the back. At first I wasn't. I was like, this doesn't look right. But now I've had it for quite a while now, so I'm happy with what the outcome is. I wasn't happy with the hand. I need more work on hands. But what can you do? So when I was happy with both of the drawings, I lightly erased it and added some liquid latex. So this is me lightly erasing it. So I seem like I'm going a little bit too fast. But yeah, I lightly erased the entire picture, and then I put liquid latex around the moon. I didn't know if this was actually gonna work with with the front cover. But I just thought I've had my trouble with liquid latex. Why not add to that trouble? But you know what? I was actually quite happy with this. This worked out, and I did use liquid latex on the picture the other day with this one, so I was happy. So I'm trying to use it more often, and I do like this. Like, I think I do like it. I do like that. Stopped. Wait. Right. Going back, I added latex around the moon, so then, and then let that dry. So then, when I did add the watercolor that you see now, it wouldn't leak and blend into the moon, the actual moon inside, because I wanted that to have the lightest color, and have like a little bit of yellow going into white on the moon. So, and I added it on the back saying bye. I didn't really need it anywhere else, so I just wanted to add a little bit on the spine, but that didn't really work. So yeah, so I waited for it to dry for the next day, and then here we are on the next day. So for the color, I'm going to I have gone in with watercolors from both of the supplies I said earlier, mostly blues, but there is some like there's a really nice dark purple in one or both of the palettes, so I added that in there as well, and it was really nice. So I blended all these in, so the first layer is nice and light, and you just keep on adding layers on top of layers. Just let them dry first. So I let the first layer dry, then I go back in. But the good thing about the liquid latex is I was able to let the blue dry and it not blend everywhere, and then also work on the moon. Now, with the moon, I didn't really need to, as long as I could colour all it in, I didn't really need to be careful of painting over Luffy, because I knew that I wanted to draw him in as a black silhouette. So after that was done and I was fine with that, I cleared my brush, and then I went on to making the corners of the sketchbook the darkest, because the moon is lighting up the center, so the corners will be the darkest area of that. And it was actually really hard to add the color on. It just didn't seem to blend as I thought it would. I don't know. It didn't blend as actual watercolor paper, but it was good. It's good. I like this. I'm not saying otherwise. It just didn't seem right. So from the corners, I added the colours straight from the palette. So I went in straight from the blues and the purples from the palette and added them into the corners, and then tried to blend it out. Then letting that dry, I move on to the back cover, which is I started off with Luffy's and his skin color. I went on a little bit too yellow to the start, way too yellow, and I do try and fix this later on, but it's more tanned. So we have a tanned Luffy. He's been on holiday, he's gone to Alabasta, and he's come back and he's tanned. So we have a tanned Luffy. I hope you like it. Hopefully he tells us his journey while he was there. How was Vivian? Anyway, so I do let that dry, and then I move on when I'm ready with the skin color, and I'm like, this is the best I can do right now. I let that dry, and then I move on to the hat. And I go straight on from the palette and add just that straight yellow, bright, bold yellow. It pops. And then I add the red from the straw hat. I use the same red for the shirt as I do the ribbon on the hat. And I think that's pretty cohesive. Why not? But it's more of a pinky red. I do quite like this. I was thinking like proper red, but this is a pinky shade. And then I have that red flat colour, and I try and add it onto the straw hat. This time I try and make it more red than pinky red, so I add a bit more red to it. Yeah. I'm trying to make the colour as flat as I can make it, because I did notice that the skin was a little bit patchy in places. So I do try and make it a flat colour. Now the hair colour, I'm really proud of this because there's no black in any of the palettes. There's just like a dark blue, a neutral grey, and a brown, and I'm pretty sure there was a green, and I mixed them all together and I made this colour, and I was so happy with this. What do you think? Do you think I did all right trying to colour match with these? I'm happy. But what about you guys? Also, have you got one of these sketchbooks from the ScrawlrBlanks merchandise line? How's your front cover? Did you like drawing it, or have you left it blank and been like, no, I'm not touching that? But yeah, it's actually been fun trying this. And then I go on to the background, but I wanted it to be a completely different color to Luffy, and I chose for a greeny blue. And I'm doing the same as the front cover. I'm going in really light with the wash, and then I'm gonna darken it up into the corners. So Luffy's maybe got the moon behind him. Maybe yeah. So he's light, and then the corners are dark. So I add another layer everywhere after I've allowed it all to dry. I add layers and shades to where I want, to the jacket, the hand, and I try and like sort out the patchiness on the face. And like I said, I do try and add like some sort of shade to places. I try. I do, like I said, I'm trying to make it so it's not as patchy. I don't know if I can see that because it's mine, so I'm really critical of it. But what do you think? Do you think I'm a bit patchy in places? I've also got a script right side of me. This is so chaotic. I'm sorry. Right, back online, back on script. So probably not. We have now finished the watercolor paints. So onto the line art. So first I'm going to take off the liquid latex, and then I'm going to do the black silhouette of Luffy. So I did the outline, and when I was happy with the color of that, I just, colored him in. This pen, again, it came from ScrawlrBlanks, which is a double-sided or double-ended. One side is thinner and the other side is thicker than the other. If you do want to see this pen or where it came from, check my ScrawlrBlanks unboxing playlist. There's some really good ones there. So when I was happy with that, I moved on to the back because the front was quite simple but very effective. So after that's finished, I move on to the back. I take off the latex again on the back. And I start doing the outline. And with this outline, going through, I chose to have a thicker line for him than I thought I would. I don't think it would have looked right with a too thin line, so I'm happy. Also, I've already said that I've taken off the liquid, sorry. Anyway, so now we're like really close to the end. I'm just gonna do the spine here, and there's not much to that. So I hope that you liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And would you like to take a sketchbook tour when I'm finished this? Another tour you might like is a ScrawlrBlanks tour. So if you've seen one of my previous videos, I have a photo of all of my ScrawlrBlanks pieces and everything that comes with it. If you do want to see that, check it out on my channel, that video. But would you like to see that tour? Would you like to see my next sketchbook with a different volume? Would you like it with acrylic paint or alcohol markers? Comment it all below. But I hope that you had a lovely day or night or wherever you're watching this. I just hope that you had a lovely day. And if you're watching One Piece, tell me where you are. Like, whereabouts are you? Or are you rewatching it? Yeah, this would be so cool in the comment section to know. I'm gonna calm down now. But I hope that you have a lovely day, night, wherever. Goodbye, my loved ones.